All right, so thank God there is light this night. This is around 12:58, so that's the one in the night. Thank God they brought light around that 12. So yeah, I thought of making this video. So let's go right into the point. Today we are going to take a look at how we can work more on the lead vocal and then the background vocal plus balancing and everything. So the balancing is not really that hard. So let's go through the lead vocal, then we can do the rest. So let me play. I've added Xbox Pro on it while I'm recording. If you see here, you see nothing else, even the background, the same thing, because I duplicate and just route the background to different tracks. So that's the same things on everywhere. Pitch correction is being done. All right, so let's listen.
Ta 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 da da. Mike Nelson, a long wall again. I know say I fucked up, oh. I did do bad things every day, and I know you know, but I still wanna let you know. Say I did hurt you every day, cause I be human being. I be human being, I no holy pass, so I beg, oh, I beg, yeah. And if I do you bad, make you understand, I beg, oh, I beg, yeah. Say I be human being, I no perfect, I beg, oh, I beg, yeah. Say I dey mess up, oh, I dey fuck up, I beg, oh, I beg, yeah, I beg, oh.
All right, so that's the track. It's just a little idea that a guy recorded. He couldn't even finish the song. Maybe he might record it later on. So if you observe, I recorded background vocal. When he's done with the lead vocal, I thought of, oh bro, I add some ideas, so make you just part the background voice so that it sound more like our life, because we are trying to create something like high life when it come with the beat and the ideas. So I kind of feel like, oh, we needed this kind of voices.
You understand, I beg, oh, I beg, yeah. Say I be human being and I know perfect, I beg, oh, I beg, yeah. Say I dey mess up, oh, I dey fuck up, I beg, oh, I beg, yeah.
If you observe, I've panned them a little bit left, right. So we are going to go through them. But now, let's focus on the lead vocal. So if you observe, everything is sounding nice, but trust me, the vocal and the beats is not sitting properly. They lack, you know, connection. Although it's sweet, but the vocal is loosed, the vocal is not tight and everything. So we have to correct that and make sure the effects we are using are right. So now let's open up X, folks. If you observe, this is the classic vocal strip, and then the reverb is like 22%, which is too much. You get me? And then the vocal is clean to the point whereby it is very sharp. So we have to make sure it is clean at the same time, very less sharper for the hearing, but we want to maintain everything smooth. So I'll first of all back up the reverb to like maybe 15. Let's start from there. Then the delay, if you observe, I will add a little bit docking here. Let me just say by 30, and then I'll back it up like maybe 6. So let's listen to it if it makes sense, because I don't like too much effect coming from this plugin even as I use it in my mixes.
Ta 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 da da. Mike Nelson, a long wall again. I know say I fucked up, oh. I did do bad things every day, and I know you know.
All right, so this is nice. Let me add a little bit of the reverb. So let's keep it at 18. This like 6. So pay attention to what I'm doing.
No, no, you know, but I still wanna let you know.
So I'm observing the reverb is coming too high. So let's cut a little bit of the highs here. Let's cut like 20, and then let's listen.
But I still wanna let you know. Say I dey hurt you every day cause I be human being. I be human being, I no holy pass, so I bet.
All right, this is good. So we are going to keep it here now. Let's control the vocal. The next thing we are going to do, the vocals are neat enough, so we are not going to use too much of EQ. I've added EQ on this channel, and the EQ I'm using is very, very simple. If you click here, I'm using just the male lead vocal for male. Nothing crazy. If you observe it, nothing crazy. So I like the way it sounds. So let's control the vocal and glue it to the beat. And mind you, I'll reduce the beat like -6 dB if you observe here. So let's start doing our thing. So this beat is properly mixed. I think it's a professional that made the beat, and I think they put it on free download. So yeah, it's a popular beat. I think I've heard it on many songs. So now the setting is okay. The first thing we'll do, let's bring the DSR to like 50%, and then let's leave it. So
Mike Nelson, a long wall again. I know say I fucked up, oh. I dey do bad things every day, and I know you know.
one thing you must learn to do when you're mixing is listening. Listening is more important than just making decisions, you get. So the next night, the vocal sound nice, so we have to approach it in a very systematic way, not to overdo things and spoil the vocal. Now we'll add the C6. While I'm adding the C6, I felt the vocal sound already nice and a bit more balanced. So the first approach I want to do is to control some frequencies, because now this vocal is recorded with C1 mic, and the most thing I do more on my C1 mic when I'm mixing is more of de-essing, because the S's are the high end is sometimes crazy, so you want to make sure it is smooth. So let's listen.
Mike Nelson, a long wall again. I know say I fucked up.
You hear this frequency? You hear this frequency is really eating well on his voice. I'm coming.
I dey do bad things every day, and I know you know. No, you know. But I still wanna let you know. Say I dey hurt you every day cause I be human being. I be human being, I no holy pass, so I beg you.
Now let's bypass it. I noticed say I'm using a different DSR instead of the DSRB that I used to use. I'm using the A, and I like what is going on. So let's bypass it and listen.
But I still wanna let you know.
Yeah, critically listen. There is a big difference. That particular place on his nose, that like that particular frequency that is kind of giving you discomfort on your ear. If you are using headphone, you observe.
No. Say I dey hurt you every day cause.
Now let me put it back. Now we'll listen to it and we'll hear the difference.
But I still wanna let you know. Say I dey hurt you every day cause I be human being.
The vocal sound more control on that frequency. Now let's go to the S's. The S's around here. This band. So this band is around 1000 kilohertz or so. So let's focus on the S's again to control the S a little bit. You can hear the S's. They are not really comfortable in the ear. They are mush. So let's put the threshold around maybe 6. Okay. I want the vocal to be neat, but I don't want too much of the brightness that just scatter everywhere. All right, so let's listen.
Wanna let you know. Say I dey hurt you every day cause I be human being. I be human being, I no holy pass, so I beg you, I beg you. And if I do you bad, make you understand, I beg you, I beg you. Say I be human being, I no perfect, I beg you, I beg you. Say I dey mess up, oh I dey fuck up, I beg you, I beg yeah, I beg, oh, I beg. Don't they
Nice. If you observe, the vocal is already like gluing into the beat. So it's just little things that you would do. Now the C6, I'm using a preset DSR-A. Most of the time I use the DSR-B, but in this case I just put the DSR-A and then I notice that it is working, so I'm using it. So let's focus on the low again. It doesn't have too much low. His voice is nice, but let's still roll off all the low end. So this band is usually the low. So let's roll off all the low end.
to you every day cause I be human.
Now, rolling off the low end give the vocal more brightness, especially if you don't want too much low end on the vocal. All right. So that's the setting I've done here.
But I still wanna let you know. Say I dey hot to you every day cause I be human being. I be human being, I no holy pass, so I beg you, I beg you. And if I do you bad, make you understand, I beg you.
The vocal is already smooth. Now the second thing, the next thing we are going to do, I'm not using EQ because the vocal is already nice. The next thing we are going to do, let's add a compressor. Now we're going to use the R compressor. I think that's my favorite compressor, so it's simple enough for us to use. I don't want to use the CLA here, so let's compress while we are listening.
Ta 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 da da. Mike Nelson, a long wall again. I know say I fucked up.
So I'm keeping it around 16 because these vocals are loud, and yeah. So let's set the threshold. Let's keep it around 3.
Ta 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 da da. Mike Nelson, a long wall again. I know say I fucked up. Oh. I dey do bad things every day, and I know you know. Know you know. But I still wanna let you know. Say I dey hot to you every day cause I be human being. I be human being, I no holy pass, so I beg you, I beg you. And if I do you bad, make you understand, I beg you, I beg you. Say I be human being, I no perfect, I beg you, I beg you. Say I dey mess up, oh, I dey fuck up, I beg you, I beg you.
So if you observe, I'm adding a gain of like 3 dB. I'm keeping the compressor around 5 attack because why? The vocals are not too crazy. The vocals are smooth, so I don't want to over compress them, but I want to control them enough. So I'm keeping it around 5 attack.
Ta 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 da da. Mike Nelson, a long wall again. I know say I fucked up, oh. I dey do bad things every day, and I know you know. Know you know. But I still wanna let you know. Say I dey hot to you every day cause I be human being. I be human being, I no holy pass, so I beg you, I beg.
If you observe, the vocals are already sitting balance on the beat. They are not really jumping too crazy out of the beat. The beat is not overpowering them. They are not overpowering the beat with just these little things that we have done.
I dey hot to you every day cause I be human being. I be.
You can feel it, but now let's add a little EQ. And this EQ, let's use the Pro Q. The reason I'm showing this step by step is to tell you that there are many ways to do this thing, but all of them are the same procedure as long as you understand everything. Now, the Pro Q tray, what I'm doing, observe, I'm going to just target some frequency and cut them a little bit. So let's do that.
But I still wanna let you know.
So let me play with the beat so that we can know what you are doing.
But I still wanna let you know. Say I dey hot to you every.
So I observe his voice having a little bit of boxiness around this place. So let's cut that and turn down to dynamic EQ.
know, but I still wanna let you know.
A little bit, one more band, I think we might be able to make the vocal sound without anything affecting it.
Ta 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 da da. Mike Nelson, a long while again. I know say I fucked up, oh. I did do bad things every day, and I know you know, but I still wanna let you know. Say I did hurt you every day, cause I be human being. I be human being, I no holy pass, so I beg you.
All right, all right, that's it. So the next thing we are going to do, let's add the DSR. I don't want to take this too crazy. I want you to just get what I'm doing here. So this DSR now, we are just going to come here and put it on full resets. Then let's sidechain and just target frequency. You see the S's are very sharp. C1 mic are very high end, and when you use C1 to record, sometimes you don't need to boost S's that much, but it is sharp. And if your vocal are neat, you might not do more of rather de-essing than boosting the S's. The moment you want to boost the S's too much, you might start getting harsh vocal, which is good. The Rode mic you are using, if you are using the Rode mic, most of the time they are very balanced. They are very balanced, so you don't need to do too much de-essing sometimes, but it still need, as far as your voice is sharp, like the record you sent to me seems to need a little bit more de-essing, and a little bit of what I'm doing here is needed on it to control the vocal not to jump out of the beat, and the balancing of the vocal, compressing the vocal. It seems you did not compress it well.
I did do bad things every day, and I know you know, but I still wanna let you know. Say I did hurt you every day, cause I be human being. I be human being, I no holy pass, so.
All right, so now let's go back to the compressor. Let's increase the attack. I noticed some part of his vocal is still a bit hard, so let's increase the attack so it can attack the vocal faster to control it more.
I did do bad things every day, and I know you know, but I still wanna let you know. Say I did hurt you every day, cause I be human being.
Pay attention, the vocal is sinking inside the beat. The vocal is going inside the beat, but still very much clear to your face.
I be human being, I no holy pass.
Okay, so I am hearing a little noise here.
Be human being, I be human.
So we can quickly just cut it. Yeah, take it off, and maybe a little slide here and here, just to keep it.
Cause I be human being, I be human being, I no holy pass, so I beg you, yeah. And if I do you bad, make you understand, I beg you.
All right.
I did do bad things every day, and I know you know.
So this signal is a bit big, so let's bring it down a little bit. So that's pretty much about vocal editing most of the time.
I did do bad things every day, and I know you know, but I still wanna let you know. Say I did hurt you every day, cause I be human being.
Now, this is good. This is good. The last thing that sometimes I like to add is sometimes another compressor. You get me? Another compressor, maybe after I've done everything, but I'm not on speaker, so I don't know. If I'm on speaker, I gonna know. So if I have done all these things and then it is smooth enough, sometimes you know what I do? I'll add another compressors. Sometimes I might use uh the C6. Sorry. Yeah, I might use the C6 or sorry C4 sometimes in some cases. C4, or I might add another compressor if the vocal needs extra compression to control the vocal a bit more. I add another compressor and use different settings to still tame the vocal, but let's add the C6 and use the vocal setting, so it automatically balance the vocal as it is playing.
Say I dey hurt you every day cause I be human being. I be human being, I no holy pass, so I beg you, I beg you. And if I do you bad, make you understand, I beg you, I beg you. Say I be human being, I no perfect, I beg that.
So if you observe, when it comes to this busy part, it's like the vocal is going down, but you know that busy part has doubles. That's why we don't mind, because those doubles are loud and they will bring back everything that is going on there. So
But make you understand, I beg you, I beg you. Say I be human being, I no perfect, I beg you, I beg you. Say I dey mess up, oh I dey fuck up, I beg. Ta 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 ra ra. Mike Nelson, a long while again. I know say I fucked up, oh. I dey do bad things every day, and I know you know, but I still wanna let you know.
to me, these vocals are controlled very well now. So we'll just stop there. I don't want to do too much. I want you to understand things in a more simpler way so that you don't get things too complicated. So now let me add a little pitch widening to the vocal. But I noticed the vocal is sounding too much in the center. I want it to have a little stereo image, and that's why I like this stuff. But you said you don't like your vocal to be wide, but it's necessary sometimes if the vocal need it, because sometimes you want your vocal to be a little bit wide, a little bit spreading so that it can cut through the mix. So I've add a little bit of pitch widening. So let's hear.
Say I dey hurt you every day cause I be human being. I be human being, I no holy pass, so I beg you, I beg you. And if I do you bad, make you understand, I beg you, I beg you. Say I be human being, I know.
Bro, can you just see what the pitch widening did? That part where the vocal was losing, that the beat was busy, the vocal was losing, the vocal was still cutting through with just a little of this pitch widening. Sorry. So that's why I like the pitch widening.
And if I do you bad, make you understand.
Now let me bypass the pitch widening. Let's listen.
Understand, I beg you, I beg you. Say I be human being, I know.
There's a little difference if you pay attention, but with the widening, the vocal cut through better.
I know perfect, I beg you, I beg you. Say I dey mess up, oh I dey fuck up, I beg you, I beg you, I beg.
So that's why I like the pitch widening a little bit. Sometimes give the vocal a little bit of character that make the vocal cut through.
Say I dey hurt you every day cause I be human being. I be human being, I no holy pass, so I beg you.
So I think we'll stop from here. So if you bypass everything, let's just bypass and here.
A long while again, I know say I fucked up, oh. I dey do bad things.
So let's bypass everything and listen with only the X folks, bro.
A long while again, I know say I fucked up, oh. I dey do bad things every.
It is clear that the X folks make the vocal sound nice, but the vocal is not in control and not really sync with the beat. But with this little stuff that we have added, let's listen. He sync back in the beat.
I dey do bad things every day, and I know you know, but I still wanna let you know.
It's like night and day. So now let's turn down the reverb a little, cut the reverb a little bit to like 30. Then let's keep it around 15. Then we'll add our own reverb to it.
A long while I get every day, and I know you know, but I still wanna let you know.
Bro, this is the perfect setting for the vocal. Now what we are going to do, let's first add a little delay. You know something about, you ask me why I used to delay that time. You see this delay is 8 notes delay and it is stereo. It's making the vocal sound wider so that it can cut through the mix. It's better. But now let's add a quarter note delay. Now the quarter note delay will be giving us the quarter note delay, sorry, will be giving us another type of vibe. So just pay attention to what it does, and I'll show you how I will normally set it up in my own way, although there are a lot of ways that they do it. Well, I'll just set it up in my own way. So first of all, let it look. Oh yeah, so I like to start with this here. There is a preset here, this basic ping pong, but I'm looking for quarter ping pong. Oh yeah. Now let's send the vocal to the delay first so that we can be hearing it while we start setting the delay. So delay, you don't need to use too much, so let's keep it around 20 so that we can be able to
every day and I know you know.
all right, this is perfect. So now let's set the delay. We don't need a stereo delay because we already have it's not delay that is playing on the stereo, so it's giving it a little bit vibe. So this quarter note delay now that we are adding is going to keep it more straight in the center while still maintaining stereo because of the it's no delay, so it's going to have some kind of effect. Let's listen.
I did do bad things every day and I know you know. No, you know.
You see what is going on? You see, crazy. Now let's sync the delay properly. I like to keep this around 60 so that it doesn't repeat that much when the vocal stops. So let's come back here, turn it down a little bit on the send to like 30. I'm trying to break down every bit of how our approach vocal mixing here.
Do bad things every day and I know you know. No, you know. But I still wanna let you know. Say I dey hurt you every day cause I be human being. I be human being, I no holy pass. So
Alright, so there's something going on here. So let's increase this a little bit, like maybe 27. Let's keep it like that. Then let's come back here and let's turn down this delay even more. Let's use like 5. Let's change this reverb to like 30.
Again, I know say I fucked up, oh. I did do bad things every day and I know you know. No, you know. But I still wanna let you know. Say I did hurt you every day cause I be human being. I be human being, I no holy pass. So I beg you, and if I do you bad, make you understand. I beg you, say I be human being, I no perfect. I beg you, say I dey mess up, oh I dey fuck up. I beg you, don't they do you bad? Don't they cause you pain? Don't they make you feel sad? Don't they make you vex? But I'm saying I beg you, for all the bad things I do to you, where they making you feel.
So now if you observe this vocal,
don't they make you feel?
This vocal is sinking here because the place is busy. So now what do we do? Sometimes it's simple. We'll just add our vocals here. We'll just add our vocals. It's mono, so add mono. Then we are going to push the vocal a little bit up because it is sinking and we don't want things to affect everything. Because I like the way the other side is balanced. So let's push it a little bit.
Don't they do you bad? Don't they cause you pain? Don't they make you feel sad? Don't they make you vex?
Alright, so what are we getting here? Let's listen back with the beat.
Don't they do you bad? Don't they cause you pain? Don't they make you feel sad? Don't they make you vex? But I'm saying I beg you, for all the bad things I do to you, where they making you feel rough, where they making you feel so sad, bro, I'm saying.
Okay, let's keep around 3. Then
don't they cause cause you pain? Don't they make you feel sad? Don't they make you vex? But I'm saying I beg you.
I should have added a little bit of control on the beat. So let's add a little control on the beat as usual, how I would do, because the beat has a lot of busy parts. So let's play around.
Don't they make you feel sad? Don't they make you vex? But I'm saying I beg you. For all the bad things I do to you, where they making you feel rough, where they making you feel so.
So this part is the most troublesome part of it because it has this conga and a lot of mid frequencies. So let's target there.
Don't they cause you pain? Don't they make you?
Pay attention. It's just a little thing I did here, but the vocal already cut through. So when you are mixing, you don't have to do too much. Pay attention. I don't mind if this video get long, but I want to show you things in more detail in how I would really do it in a real time without just breaking down a mix for you. So
don't they cause you pain? Don't they make you feel sad? Don't they make you vex? But I'm saying I beg you. For all the bad things I do to you, where they making you feel rough, where they making you feel so sad, boy, I'm saying.
So that's a little, but it is doing the work. So let's go back to this delay. I think I will need more delay. Not much, but sorry.
No, you know, no, you know, but I still wanna let you know. Say I dey hurt you every day, cause I be human being. I be human being.
So let me give more telephone to this. So I'm cutting a little bit of the eye, that it sound more telephonic, not too. The delay sound more telephonic. So let's listen.
But I still wanna let you know. Say I dey hurt you every day, cause I be human being. I be human being, I no holy pass, so I beg you, I beg you. And if I do you bad, make you understand, I beg you, I beg you. Say I be human being, I no perfect, I beg you, I beg you. Say I dey mess up, oh, I dey fuck up, I beg you, I beg you, I beg you, I beg. Don't they do you bad? Don't they cause you pain?
Now, mostly when you're working with delay, sometimes on a busy record like this, you don't want to hear the delay. If it is a slow and steady record, you want the delay to come out. But this record is busy, so you don't pay attention to if the delay is really showing. But trust me, if you play on big speakers, you will start hearing the delay. You get me? So it starts giving you that vibe. But sometimes you don't need to pay attention whether the delay is coming out, because sometimes on a record like this, the moment you try to make sure the delay comes out, it will start distracting the whole mix and the vocal. But if it is a slow song, quiet song, you want the delay must come out well, because the delay will fill up spaces. But in this case, you don't need too much of high reverb and the high delay. So most of the time, pay attention if you are working on your music. If the song is a bit fast, you don't need too much of high reverb and high delay. You want your vocal to bounce along with the beats.
Don't they make you feel sad? Don't they make you vex? But I'm saying I beg you. For all the bad things I do to you, where they making you feel rough, where they making you feel so sad, boy, I'm saying I beg you.
So hold on.
They do bad things every day, and I know you know, but I still wanna let you know. Say I dey hurt you every day, cause I be human being. I be human being, I no holy pass, so I beg you, I beg you. And if I do you bad, make you understand, I beg you, I beg you. Say I be human.
So I'll keep it here. Now, I would like to add another reverb in most cases.
Like now, son, a long while again, I know say I fucked up, oh. I dey do bad things every day, and I know you know, but I still wanna let you know. Say I dey hot to you every day cause I be human being.
So now if you observe, the delay is displaying in a way that you actually don't even understand it that much, but it is doing a great job. Let me turn this here. It is giving the vocal a little bit of movement, and trust me, on my headphone, I don't know, it is sounding nice, but I don't know outside.
I dey do bad things every day and I know you know. Know you know. But I still wanna let you know. Say I dey hot to you.
All right, that was it. That was it. I would have had the reverb, but let's just add it. I'll use just small because it's already sound good without the reverb. He has a great vocal, so you don't sometimes do too much to make them sound nice. This kind of artist, and even your vocal too. I'm observing that if you are recording your song well, trust me, no need to do a lot on your vocal. It sound nice. So I'm going to use this SPY. That's like my favorite reverb setting. I don't know. I like the way it sound. So now what we are going to do, let's cut on this the reverb track. This is the reverb track. So let's cut on the channel. Let's cut the low to like, let's say, let's cut to like, it should be around 600 or 700. Yeah. Then let's cut the high to, yeah, the low, yeah, to like about, should be around 10K or so. Oh, not 10K. Yeah, 6K area. So like this 6K. All right. I like to do some little arc so that the vocal, if doesn't have too much of the reverb signal, but more of a clean reverb coming to the vocal. So now let's listen and adjust.
Mike Nelson, a long wall again.
So now let's keep it like 10.
Again, I know say I fucked up, oh.
Mm.
I dey do bad things every day and I know you know.
All right, so let's come back to, yeah, let's listen.
No, no, you know. But I still wanna let you know. Say I dey hot to you every day cause I be human being.
All right, so let's listen.
Every day cause I be human being. I be human being and a holy pass, so I beg you, I beg you.
So this is our lead vocal. We have got our lead vocal sound smooth. I don't know, I'm on headphone, but I'm hearing it smooth. So
I dey do bad things every day and I know you know. Know you know. But I still wanna let you know.
tell me it doesn't sound beautiful. It sound beautiful. So now let's go to the background voices and let me show you how I would approach the background voices. So if you observe all the steps I've took to make the vocal sit on the beat, you have seen it. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plugin. Basically, minus these two that I used to record, I added extra 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plugins. That's all it takes to make the vocal sit properly, and how I combine them, simple.
A long wall again, I know say I fucked up, oh. I dey do bad things every day and I know you know. Know you know. But I still wanna let you know. Say I dey hot to you every day cause I be human being. I be human being and a holy pass, so I beg you, I beg you. And if I do you bad, make you understand, I beg you, I beg you. Say I be human being.
Trust me, beautiful. I love the way it sound natural, clean. So now let's go to the lead vocal. Sorry, the background.
The mess.
We are on the background vocal now. So
And I know perfect, I beg you, I beg you. Say I dey mess up.
so there's off key I'm hearing.
Perfect, I beg you, I beg you. Say I dey mess up, oh, I dey fuck up.
So there's a key that goes off here. I want to pay attention to that. Maybe I'll use the opportunity to show you how you can pitch correct.
I beg you,
Here this it goes off, so let's correct it. So pitch correction is simple. When you double click it, open up this page, then you come here and you click on this vary audio, then you enter edit vary audio. So now it has opened the pitch. So what we are going to do is to find the key. We have to find the portion that we want to edit. Where am I doing mistake? This is it now. So where exactly am I? Okay, this is the highlighted area. All right, sorry. So yeah,
I beg, oh,
yeah, it's we just put it.
I beg, oh,
So I
beg,
beg,
beg, beg, beg, beg,
I beg go.
I beg, oh,
So
I beg, 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 oh, I beg, I beg, I beg, oh,
so
I beg, oh, I beg, oh, I beg, I beg, I beg, I beg,
so I'm hearing something here. I don't.
I beg, oh,
Okay, I beg go.
yo, I beg, oh, yo.
Yeah, I think that should be it. So that should be it.
Perfect, I beg, oh, I beg, yeah. Say I dey mess up, oh, I dey fuck up, I beg, oh, I beg, yeah, I beg, oh.
All right, so now let's work on these vocals. Now these ones, how I like to approach it is a bit different. So let's just add C6. I can use the same chain, mind you. Sometimes I'll copy the same thing, put here, and I will do some different things. So pay attention to what I want to do. I'll first control them. After I control them finish, there is something I will do, and that's the main thing that most of the time I like to do on my background vocal. So pay attention. This ones is just the regular control. So of course we are going to control them. So I'm using the DSRB. Then
Oh, I beg, yeah. Say I
I'll roll off more of the low. I don't want too much of low. Yeah.
dey fuck up, I beg, oh, I beg, yeah.
So a little bit of this
I beg,
control so that they don't shout too much.
be human being and I know perfect.
The mid frequency I will control a little, but don't want to do too much because it's very important on the harmonic. So just
No perfect, I beg,
but take off that boxiness, you see.
I beg, oh.
So
Go, I beg, yeah. Say I dey mess up, oh, I dey fuck up, I beg, oh, I beg.
so it has more control on that part. Now the second thing, let's DS. No, let's compress, then let's DS. The way I compress my background vocals are a little bit aggressive so that they don't fight with the lead vocal. So let's play.
But do you but make you understand, I beg, oh, I beg, yeah. Say I be human being and I know perfect, I beg, oh, I beg, yeah. Say I dey mess up, oh, I dey fuck up, I beg, oh, I beg, yeah.
Alright, so it's already shining. They're already gluing.
Being and I know perfect, I beg, oh, I beg, yeah. Say I dey mess up, oh, I dey fuck up, I beg, oh, I beg, yeah, I beg, oh, I beg.
Okay.
Human being and I know perfect, I beg, oh, I beg, yeah. Say I dey mess up, oh, I dey fuck up, I beg, oh, I beg, yeah, I beg, oh, I beg. Don't they say I be human being and I know perfect, I beg, oh, I beg, yeah. Say I dey mess up, oh, I dey fuck up, I beg, oh, I beg, yeah, I beg, oh, I beg.
We are not going to gain these ones because we don't want them to be too loud. Now, let's add a TSR. And funny enough, this might be everything I'll do on the background vocal. Then we'll jump into the main effecting of the background vocal. So the sound more interesting.
Go, I beg.
let's just
beg you. And if I do you bad, make you understand, I beg you.
go.
I beg you, say I be human being and I know perfect. I beg you, I beg you, say I dey mess up, oh I dey fuck up. I beg you.
Man, mind you, I have panned them. You see, I'm panning this 64, panning this 64, panning this 30. Let me even pan a little bit more, 50, so that it has more stereo separation. 50 something, yeah, so that it has more widening. Uh-huh. So let's listen.
I beg you, and if I do you bad, make you understand. I beg you, I beg you, say I be human being, I know perfect. I beg you, I beg you, say I dey mess up, oh I dey fuck up. I beg you, I beg you, I beg you, I beg. Don't they do you bob? I beg you, I beg you, I beg you, I beg. Don't they?
All right, the sum up balance. So now the most important part.
Oh I dey fuck up. I beg you, I beg.
Now we'll come here on this. Now this is the main thing. We'll come here. Let's give this a little bit of 30 here. I'm not going to touch anything too much on this place, you get, because this one is background and I want a little bit of space. So now we'll carry this to, like, sometimes I like to use chorus. Then let's do a little bit of chorusing.
I beg you, I beg you, say I be human being and I know perfect. I beg you,
I exaggerate so that you can hear it. So I like to use it around maybe 30
I beg you,
or
say
40.
I dey mess up, oh I dey fuck up. I beg you, I beg you, I beg you, I beg.
So this effect is like a doubling effect, but it doesn't really show that much on vocals, except you put it very high, especially on the background vocals.
I beg you, say I be human being and I know perfect. I beg you, I beg you, say I dey mess up, oh I dey fuck up. I beg you, I beg
So we can use the pitch widener,
you, say I dey mess up, oh I
but this one has some character. Although there is another one, mega mode.
beg you, I beg you, say I be human being and I know perfect. I beg you, I beg you, say I dey mess up, oh I dey fuck up. I beg you, I beg
So let's listen with the mega mode.
you, I beg you, say I be human being, I know perfect. I beg you, I beg you, say I dey mess up, oh I dey fuck up. I beg you, I beg you, I beg you, I beg. Don't they do you bad?
I like this one. I like this particular one. But let's add a little bit of uh compression, the ratio here. So it's kind of even compressed more. Yeah.
Yeah, and if I do you bad, make you understand. I beg you, I beg you, say I be human being, I know perfect. I beg you, I beg you, say I dey mess up, oh I dey fuck up. I beg you, I beg you, I beg you, I beg. Don't they do you?
Alright, now another thing I like to use on the background vocal. These are like harmonies we are dealing with. So I like to add the doubler. Most of the time I add a little doubler effect inside this one. If I'm using Xbox Pro, I added, then I'm going to use doubler 4 again. And inside the doubler 4, I'm just going to pick. Oh, did I remove it? Oh, I remove it. Doubler 4, sorry. So I'm going to use the doubler 4. Let me check if this is recording. Oh, it's recording. So I'm going to use the doubler 4. Sorry, it's not the mono. Doubler 4. Right now, I'm going to use a preset called the doubler 4 EQ'd, and then I just want the doubler to affect only the high end of the background voices. So I off this one was on, I off it, then I turn on the rest of the two voices. So this is the middle voice. These are the four people singing side. So I've on the four people and I've off the middle one. So the middle one will keep quiet. Only the four voices will be singing. So I'll add that four voices to the background vocal. So let's listen why they're exaggerated.
Human being, I don't perfect, I beg, oh, I beg, yeah. Say I did mess up, oh, I did fuck up, I beg, oh,
Hear the way it sound, they sound more plain to people. So let's reduce it to like 6 dB.
I beg, yeah. Say I be human being, I don't perfect, I beg, oh, I beg, yeah.
So let's listen.
Yeah. Say I be human being, I don't perfect, I beg, oh, I beg, yeah. Say I did mess up, oh, I did fuck up, I beg, oh, I beg, yeah, I beg, oh.
Now let's go back to this and let's cut even more of the low end. All right, since I don't need too much low end on the background.
I beg, oh, I beg, yeah. And if I do you bad, make you understand, I beg, oh, I beg, yeah. Say I be human being, I know perfect, I beg, oh, I beg, yeah. Say I did mess up, oh, I did fuck up, I beg, oh,
I felt like they are getting too much on the doubling, so I'm backing it a little bit off. So I'm going to use the regular chorus here so that it doesn't have too much electronic signal to the whole thing.
human being, I know perfect, I beg, oh, I beg, yeah. Say I did mess up, oh, I did fuck up, I beg, oh, I beg, yeah, I beg, oh, I beg, don't they do you bad?
So this is nice. So if you want them to have more flavor sometimes,
Yeah. Say I be you.
you just send the not reverb send that you created a little bit to it. Like I've added like -10. Pay attention to the quantity. Don't add too much. Too much might make them go out of space.
Beg, yeah. Say I be human being, I know perfect, I beg, oh, I beg, yeah. Say I did mess up, oh, I did fuck up, I beg, oh, I beg, yeah, I beg, oh, I beg. Don't they do you bad? Don't they cause you pain? Don't they make you feel sad? Don't they make you vex? But I'm saying I beg, oh. For all the parties I do to you, where they making you feel rough, where they making you feel so sad, boy, I'm saying I beg, oh, I beg, yeah. And if I do you bad, make you understand, I beg, oh, I beg, yeah. Say I be human being, I know perfect, I beg, oh, I beg, yeah. Say I did mess up, oh, I did fuck up, I beg, oh, I beg, yeah, I beg, oh, I beg.
Yo, bro, that's pretty much everything. I don't know how it will translate on speakers, but on my headphone, I'm enjoying it, and I believe it will translate well on speakers. Maybe a little bit of here and there volume adjustment, but this is pretty much how you should approach. There is no specific way that somebody will tell you that keep the vocal like this, keep the vocal like that on the volume level. The formula is that the vocal on different songs are different, and then the beats loudness and the instrument are different. So somebody cannot tell you say keep the vocal at volume at so place. Now the best place that the vocal volume should settle is always around -6 dB. You get me? So let's listen. Look.
But I still wanna let you know. Say I did hot to you every.
So we have achieved that. So pay attention. Look at the meter.
No, you know. But I still wanna let you know. Say I did hot to you every day, cause I be human being. I be human being, I no holy pass, so I beg, oh, I beg, yeah. And if I do you bad, make you understand, I beg, oh, I beg, yeah. Say I be human being, I no perfect, I beg, oh, I beg, yeah. Say I did mess up, oh, I did fuck up, I beg, oh, I beg.
Bro, that's it. Make sure your vocals after compressing and adding all those effects, make sure your vocal they under -6 dB. Make sure your vocals they -6. If they are hitting around -18, -12, fine, that's good. That's good. They will sit well. And as long as the balance with the beat at that process. So what I basically use here is compressor control C6, R compressor, Pro Q, C, EQing frequencies, just taming some frequencies, de-essing, and again this vocal preset here that generally balance the vocal automatically.
No, you know,
See,
but I still wanna let you know. Say I dey hurt you every day cause I be human being.
this preset is handy. It is like AI preset that just follow the vocal and make sure it push down frequencies. Although there are other plugins that does that. Ozone 11, 12, they have this is it there's a particular EQ that it has there. I've forgotten. Is it Spectra or something? Yeah. Uh, I don't know. Yeah, I've forgotten, but there's an EQ they have that does the same thing here. So that's pretty much everything. And I don't know, go through this video, try to mix a song like this. You already have got how to get a smooth sounding vocal, so try to mix a song like this. And now the compressor that I no use to compressor because of, for the sake of these vocals are like not really crazy, they are neat enough, so I'm not doing too much of compressor now. I could have added, or maybe if I'm hearing on speaker, I could have added one more compressor to target the the transient that are coming off from this whole processing so that the vocal sound more consistent. But that is another thing that I might just extracting I might add, but rather I added this one and it is kind of doing the same work in an automatic mode where it just cache anything jumping. So that's it. So try and experiment, record something, do something. What I observe on your previous recording, they are good, but you just throw the things without paying attention to how those things can control and can be controlled and sound with the vocal. So please practice all the things we are done to here, and I think you go improve your vocal to another level again. And if you like the results of what you are hearing, you can let me know so I know that yeah, you are getting the thing right. So that's it, bro. That's it, bro. So we'll call it a day. Let me quickly play the song a little bit, then call it a day.
Wavy. Ta 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 da da. Mike Nelson, a long while again. I know say I fucked up, oh. I dey do bad things every day, and I know you know, but I still wanna let you know. Say I dey hurt you every day cause I be human being. I be human being, I no holy pass, so I beg, yeah. And if I do you bad, make you understand, I beg, yeah. Say I be human being, I no perfect, I beg, yeah. Say I dey mess up, oh, I dey fuck up, I beg, yeah. I beg, don't they do you bad, don't they cause you pain, don't they make you feel sad, don't they make you vex, but I'm saying I beg, for all the bad things I do to you, where they making you feel rough, where they making you feel so sad, boy, I'm saying I beg, yeah. And if I do you bad, make you understand, I beg, yeah. Say I be human being, I no perfect, I beg, yeah. Say I dey mess up, oh, I dey fuck up, I beg, yeah. I beg.
All right, that's it for this video, bro.